But we also look at the bright side of life and reflect on some people who make our lives brighter than it otherwise would have been. And there's some plan for them, is it not, Apiorkor?
There is. So let me just take you back on a little journey.
Sure.
Sometime late last year, late December, just before Christmas or so, we came on this very show, the Citi Breakfast Show, and announced that there's something that we were moving into, something we were adoring, called the ChannelOne Community Legends.
The
ChannelOne Community Legends. And I'm Caleb, you put it right there. Well, some people are stealing from graves. Some people
are using their time and resources to do
making our lives more fulfilling.
There are some people who, they are not government or government agency officials. They don't necessarily have a lot of money. They may even be struggling, quote unquote, to pull resources together for their own families, for themselves, but they cannot turn a blind eye to the injustices or the things that are going wrong in their communities. We want to reward those people. But instead of going around ourselves to look for them, we asked our listeners of Citi FM, our viewers of Channel One TV, to send us nominations for such people. And Caleb, people are doing things. So
amazing stuff.
I'm telling you.
Tell me about it.
I'm telling you, and some of them as young as 13 years old.
13 years
are being nominated.
Wow.
Oh.
And so this is where we are. We very shortly, very soon, we'll be announcing our top 10 legends, because there's a whole jury committee sitting, going through these hundreds of entries that have come through.
How many entries did we receive, first of all?
Exact number, I can't, but it's in the hundreds.
In the hundreds?
It's in the hundreds.
And this is across the country,
Across the country. We had entries from all 16 regions of Ghana. And this is the interesting thing. Some people were nominated multiple times.
Wow.
So
by different people,
by different people, and in some cases from different regions, because their work has spread across because people are migrating. Someone, for example, is in healthcare, and what she does brings people from neighboring regions to her facility. And so they've been impacted by her work, even though they don't live directly in her community. And some people, as many as 13 entries for coming in for them. So it's been very interesting, and I would like to share a few of these stories with you.
Let's hear them.
Okay, so there's one. The nominee's name is Madam Evelyn Bridget Prempe, and she's the headmistress of Mpasetia DA Basic A.
Mpasetia DA.
Yeah.
Basic A.
Exactly.
I'm
telling you.
My school sound.
Deep.
Okay, let's hear it.
So this is what the person nominating her says. She provides vital support to vulnerable groups in our community, including children, widows, and underprivileged families. Her initiatives include educational scholarships, healthcare access, and livelihood programs, which have significantly improved lives and fostered a strong sense of community spirit. Reasons for nomination. Impact on education. Her foundation scholarships have enabled many children to access quality education, breaking cycles of poverty. She also provides for needy learners with school uniforms and stationery, and has extended these efforts to the district level by organizing and honoring female teachers in rural areas each year with her own resources. She supports vulnerable groups. Widows and needy families receive essential support, improving their living conditions and sense of belonging. This has become a routine of hers and has greatly helped people in the community, especially the widows and widowers who have now become single parents and may have lost hope or given up their children, but for her timely intervention. Inspiring leadership. Her compassion and dedication inspire students, staff, and the broader community to engage in acts of kindness and service. Empowering the community. Her work strengthens community bonds and promotes a culture of giving back. I wholeheartedly endorse Madam Evelyn Bridget Prempe for this award, celebrating her impactful contributions to our community and her embodiment of the values that this award represents. So that's Madam Bridget.
That's a beautiful
Mpasetia Basic.
Where's this coming from?
So this is from,
as in where she...
Mpasetia. Yeah, so this is Ashanti region. Okay, yes. Then We have another.
Prof says it's Impasetia.
Impasetia.
Professor William Babu, I think.
Thank you,
Prof
Prof.
is listening. He says
Thank you, Prof. Impasetia.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you, Prof.
Nice one.
Okay, so let me take you up north.
Okay.
All right. Now, this one is actually coming. The person who is nominating this person is actually the DCE for Nanumba South District in the northern region.
Right.
And the nominee's name is Hassan Sao Bukari.
Okay.
Now, this is her work. She's a teacher and community education advocate who has directly supported over 200 children through literacy interventions rooted in storytelling and indigenous folk songs, with a strong focus on the struggling and early grade readers. She has trained and engaged more than 100 low literate and non-literate parents, equipping them with practical storytelling and folk song techniques to support their children's learning at home, thereby bridging the gap between school and home education. Beyond literacy, she has financially supported at least 30 unemployed and vulnerable parents with small startup funds for petty trading, helping to stabilize household income and reduce school dropouts.
Beautiful.
Using her personal resources, she has sewn and provided school uniforms for over 50 needy children, supplied school bags and sandals to more than 80 pupils, painted, maintained, and resourced her own classroom annually, benefiting hundreds of learners over multiple academic years. And she has purchased and provided teaching and learning materials for pupils who would otherwise go without them.
I love this.
So this is the kind of thing we're talking about.
I love this.
This is the kind of thing we're talking about.
People who go beyond the call on and demands of duty.
And in some cases, it's not even, their duty is not even in the mix.
In that space at all.
They just realize that there's a situation. It's wrong. It's disrespectful. It's inhumane.
And they rise up to the occasion.
And I'm the one who is here. So I will step in. Civic responsibility.
Very important.
You know, and look, reading these entries, going through them, it's been very uplifting, because sometimes it's all the things that we talk about, all the indiscipline that we encounter in our news cycles, we see on our streets, travel across the country, run into these things. Sometimes it's very easy to say Ghanaians are no longer whom we know we are. But then you hear stories like this.
And it's heartwarming.
Absolutely. And you see these people are doing these things quietly. They're not chasing awards. They are not.
There are no cameras following them. Because these days, if someone is giving you 10 CD with one hand, the other hand is filming, live streaming.
You know, and some of them are using their face. Do you know how difficult it is to go cup in hand and beg the people around you? For
people who don't connect to you in any way.
Even for yourself. You'll struggle a bit.
It's a difficult thing. It's a difficult position to be in. I say that we are what we celebrate. And what you show to people, what people always look up to, is what a lot of people want to become. So back then you had a lot of people want to become teachers because there was a particular teacher who shaped their lives in a certain way. You know, their attention to detail, their sense of discipline, how they dress, how they talk. People admire or aspire to become teachers, nurses, and, you know, because of the examples of the people they have close to them. And so we are what we celebrate. Today, if you go online, people are showing flashy things, more about, you know, how to make it, but the real value of the community we are losing, because we are showing the younger generation different things, and we have undermined the value of hard and long work. Not just hard work, but working long over time and being consistent.
100%. And I'm particularly excited that there are a number of teachers or educators from across the country who have been nominated. Why? Because you've hinted at it, Caleb. A lot of the time, beyond your parents and your family members, and perhaps maybe your friends, people in your community, the people who shape you the most are your educators. At your formative, if you go through a formal education, Your teachers are the ones you're exposed to for the longest. They probably, in many cases, know you better than your parents do.
And you still remember them
and
what they did.
Them. Yeah. And so if there are teachers who are doing things like this, it's really modeling the younger generation.
I love it.
Now, why is that important? The whole world, and Ghana, dear, every time we are lagging behind, but you are getting there. The whole world is now talking about what we call transformative education. What is that? Your education is not for you alone. Education is not supposed to be selfish. Like when I finish school, I'll get a certificate and get a job and just live nicely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Beyond that, what can your education do for your community, your society, your country, and for humanity? And we may not have the curricular structures in place for this because it involves a lot, experiential education, immersive, all of that. But if you're a teacher in a classroom somewhere, in a place that nobody visits, many people don't know exists, is doing something, they're shaping your value system and getting you to understand that when you do become of age, this is how you should live. It's very important. And so what we are doing with this ChannelOne Community Legends project is because of that.
And I'm sure we all have stories to tell of people who have shaped our lives beyond our immediate families that we want to celebrate.
That's very true. I mean, this is a very important program, and I will first of all commend our management for such a program. Aside all of these numerous benefits as well, you can also talk of how it brings to bear local issues. Some of the points she mentioned, you notice that some communities, these are some of the challenges they have. So if I were the local government in that area or the government, I'll probably pay attention to this particular program on our channel, so that you notice that, okay, so for this area,
these are felt needs
of the people that some people are voluntarily doing. So as a government, what can I do? I can, put the force of state behind them to expand it and even make it an entrenched change in the society. And so it's a very, very important program that I think it will be great.
Sometimes I was in a space the other time and someone said, but you people, are you a media house or what exactly? Because you are doing agri-fair, you are doing this is Ghana, you are doing heritage Ghana.
Telling your story, empowering change.
Why is it important to...
You know, I had a teacher in secondary school called Gok. G-O-K. Gok.
Okay.
Most people around in my generation know Gok.
Right.
And beyond, actually, was a physics master.
Oh, okay.
A famous physics master.
Right.
He was very smallish, very, very smallish and short, but he was very funny too. So one day we're actually doing mock exams. And we're writing physics, I think paper 2 or so. And if you set the questions, you are not the invigilator.
Yeah.
But at times there are issues. So when you are writing,
I have to supervise.
The teacher will come around.
Yeah.
Now Gok enters the classroom and there's an invigilator there. Okay. But this invigilator didn't know Gok.
Oh, because of
and Gok he could really spew nonsense. so Gok entered and he was in shorts.
Oh, short man in shorts.
Yes.
Right.
And he was just walking around. And I could see the invigilator staring at him, with his eyes following. And then he said, please, who are you? Gok now looks at the man from the top and says, I'm the class prefect. So when the man was asking who we are, I wanted to first
who are you? You are doing everything. Are you class prefect? Are you setting the exam? Are you vigilating? Oh, that was a good one.
That's a good
Honestly, man. Guys, to be honest, from water region relief, flood relief, something, to this is Ghana, to who are you?
We empower change.
Why are you doing ChannelOne Community Legends? Why is it important?
That's Apiorkor.
No, you see, media has, when we are growing up, when you do social studies, they say the 3 arms of government are what?
Executive, judiciary, legislature.
And then they say the media is
the fourth estate of the realm.
There you go. Or the 4th arm of government. Now, over time, it's been about news reportage, just giving you the news as is. But now we've transitioned to a space where we are doing development media, development journalism,
like
impact media,
solution journalism,
yes,
impact media.
Absolutely, because look, Caleb, Sammy, you travel all over the place. You're bringing so many stories.
Yeah.
Sometimes, don't you ask yourself,
what can I do?
What can I also do to help?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what we want this to be. So as a media entity, we are all saying, what can we do to empower the change? It may not be us who steps in to do it, but we can, through sharing the stories,
creating the platform,
absolutely, also rope people in to effect the change.
So I'm seeing a number of things. One, you're recognizing people who otherwise would have gone unrecognized. So you're recognizing and honoring them. Two, you're giving people an opportunity to share their appreciation to some of these people who have impacted their lives in very defining situations. And then three, you are modeling the sort of behavior that you are hoping to see more people demonstrate.
Exactly.
That, oh, if I can get recognized for this, then let me shun that and try and do this.
Because the truth is that the country is made up of human beings. Our communities are made up of human beings.
Right.
And human beings like to be recognized or appreciated for the things that they do. You may not care, but when the recognition and the appreciation comes, when the accolades rain
you
on
start feeling it.
you feel good.
It boosts their morale.
Absolutely. And then when other people see
Praise is vitamins.
that this is
It's
what
good work.
praise is vitamins. When other people see that, oh, this person did X, Y, Z, and this is what was given to them, or this is the kind of recognition they got, especially in a digital age, they are more likely to also do the
Emulate
same.
that.
And we get more of such people.
And that's how you empower the change.
But from the entries you've read so far, it looks like Gog's kind is in a comfortable lead, eh?
But there are others.
Okay.
There are others.
Okay.
There are others.
Because
Okay.
teachers have a very remarkable opportunity of impacting our lives, and we all have fond memories of a few. And also when they are bad, they stay with you for a very long time.
That's the thing.
Like a friend teacher me I know, I won't tell her story today. Hey, kid,
What's to say with French?
she collapsed. You know. This question,
It's true. That's a valid question.
This
What is
question
it
is
with
French
French
teachers.
teachers?
this question, maybe Macron can tell us. I don't know. Because he's the French president.
Perhaps. But I want to say there's the other thing. So Sami highlighted something. The fact that as people hear these stories, see people being recognized, it also gives an opportunity for situations in different communities to be highlighted, problems, so that authorities, duty bearers can also pay attention to those things. However, I also want to say there are a lot of private people, regular citizens, who are looking for ways to empower change, to invest in communities, in individuals, but they don't know how, they don't know where to go. And so I'm saying that as these stories roll out, as we start, sharing the profiles of these top 10 and really delve deeply into what they're doing in the days to come, I want people who are like that to also pay attention. It may be that you have an interest in education is one, sanitation is another, perhaps housing for deprived communities, refurbishment of hospitals.
Some care for persons with special learning
exactly. But you just don't know where to begin. Pay attention to these stories, because you may find something that you can pick up and run with. What if I'm
touched by someone's story and I want to, as it were, go beyond what ChannelOne Community Legends is doing for that person, and then also show my own appreciation for that person in a special way? Am I allowed to?
That is the empowering of change. But let me say that after we have our top 10, right, we will profile our top 3. Now, what we are going to do for these top 3, particularly the person who would carry the lot, be at the top, the one that will all decide is our number 1, right? It's not going to be, okay, I'm coming to give you hampers and go. we are going to become a development partner, a change partner. In some cases, the catalyst of the change they're already doing,
My goodness.
already empowering.
So some
and
long-term projects with
Absolutely.
these people.
And so we also need our listeners and viewers to join us on that
Wow.
journey eventually.
I like it.
So what we are
Wow.
doing, really, when I say we have moved into development journalism, impact journalism,
Charlie.
impact media,
Charlie,
it's not a joke.
I love it.
It's a commitment that we've made,
I love it.
because if you find yourself, and that comes back to us as media men and women, if you find yourself in a position where you have convening power, where people wake up every morning to
Yeah,
hear
listen
your
to you.
voice,
Yeah,
to hear your analysis, to
Correct.
hear your opinions, you
Correct.
can't take that for granted.
absolutely.
And you must repeatedly wake up thinking of ways in which you can use that power to better your community and your nation.
Abundant Father.
Telling your story.
Abundant
Empowering
Father.
change.
Empowering
Oh
change.
man, I like it. I like it.
So
like
I think Api has nailed it.
Right.
In summary, we are looking out for people who have improved local conditions in their communities,
Right.
education, health, sanitation, livelihoods, safety, social support, those who are finding solutions in places where resources are limited,
Right.
and they have sustained their services over time. We're not talking about the one-touch occasional hit and run people, but people who have impact, sustained impact. People who are respected, trusted, and admired for their character, exemplary character in their
Right.
communities.
Right.
It's not something that pops up easily in urban areas,
Yeah.
and so you will notice that except for the health and education space, a lot of them are coming from rural Ghana. Those who also help the vulnerable, the marginalized, and overlooked people in society. And so we have managed to secure the votes from all the regions, as Api said, and they are going through. Yes, we invite corporates to join us in celebrating the good deeds of people.
Amazing.
And so if you are a corporate organization and you want to be part of this, you can call.
Yes,
if I
so we
get
can
that.
do 0205
0205
973 973.
That's very easy to remember. 0205. The rest is 97.3.
Exactly.
97.3.
973.
Take the point out and then repeat it again.
That's exactly
Interesting way
what
to
it
mention
is.
the number.
Super. I really like this. I mean, someone says, I know Gok. I attended his extra classes in the early 2000s. That man was a whole mood. One of the finest physics teachers I ever met.
Serious.
Laboni Secondary School was very fortunate to have a teacher like that.
I'm telling
Kofi
you.
sent that from home. Now, from Cantonment is asking me to do something I can't do. He said, Charlie, please take some else out of the studio. He will kill man. And it's other laughter emojis.
I'm gone. I volunteer to exit.
Oh, this is amazing. We like it. So it's the ChannelOne community legends.
That's right.
So when are we going to see them? When are we going to hear them?
So sometime next
Yeah.
week, we'll announce
Okay.
who the top 10 are.
Okay.
And then what people should look out for on Channel One TV,
Yeah.
on our socials, also listening
Okay.
to 97.3 Citi
Very
FM
important.
is the stories. Because we are going to profile these people, right? These top 10.
Right.
The stories speak to people around them. It could be beneficiaries, it could be people who support them in the work they do. It could be just the silent watchers who have great testimonials. But some way, somehow, you really get to dive into the stories of these 10 people and understand
Amazing.
what people are doing around the country.
Amazing. So if you are doing the listening, you've been working so hard, they tell you your reward is in heaven. Your reward is right here. Don't wait to get there before. It's right here. Thanks to ChannelOne, community legends, telling your story.
Empowering change.
I love it.